will beat the out of any Hellcat out there. What's up, YouTube? Welcome everyone back to the channel.
Whoa. That's my line. Let me do this.
All right.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome everybody back to the channel. As you already know, and you can tell from the video, I got a special one for you today. If you guys don't already know, this is my good buddy Ron. You might know him as MOTORTUBE. Over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube. A veteran in the game, been doing this a long time, has multiple videos in the millions. So give his channel a like, subscribe, comment, do everything. Great car guy, really good enthusiast. But here's his German BMW M3. Yeah. Nice car. Me and Ron seen each other about a week ago on Woodward, and he said, "Hey, what do you
think?" Tell me you bought this. I just randomly seen you with it. I'm like, okay.
Well, I wanted to be a little bit of a surprise, so.
It was definitely a surprise.
For sure. I said, "Hey, are you going to be on Woodward tonight?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll probably be there." And I pulled up in the Demon 170, and he was like, "When did you get this?" And he was like, "What do you think about making some content?" And I'm like, "With the Beamer?" I'm like, "Sure," because I really don't want no smoke with his Trackhawk with the 170 right now. Maybe in the future. But yeah, he was like, "Hey, let's get some runs in Mexico and see what's going on." So for those of you that don't know, Ron, give a little breakdown about what this BMW is, what year, is it a comp, is it X-Drive? Tell us all about it.
G80 M3 competition X-Drive. It has catless downpipes, exhaust, and front mount intakes with a JB4 on E30. So it's not tuned. The computer is not unlocked. So you can only play around so much. It's a piggyback tune. So basically tricking the car to make more boost. You know, everyone has different opinions on it. Some people like it, some don't. Some say the car gets used to it and you don't really make that extra boost. But I don't know. I feel the difference, and I don't want to lose my warranty. I know it's funny to say me saying it because I've lost warranty on all my cars. Yeah. But I love this car. It's such a special spec that I do not want to lose the warranty. You got the blue buckets, and you got carbon everywhere.
Let's check out the interior.
The front grille, carbon here, carbon roof. You talk about waste saving, you get a carbon roof.
Yeah, I mean,
and then
Mopar definitely spending that kind of money.
Yeah. You got the blue carbon, bucket seats, and then the back is the best. Look at this.
Wow.
It's a full carbon wheel.
Good place to take a date back there.
Yeah, 100%.
So, how much power does this thing make?
The way it sits, it should be like 650 wheel.
650
max.
Wheel?
But again, I don't know because I've never dynoed it.
Right.
And that's probably on the higher end. Again, with the JB4, it's a piggyback. You're tricking the car, car to make more boost.
Right.
You might get it one day, you might not. I don't know. But
and you said 93 85 mixture?
Yeah, 30% E. The rest is 93. So it's on an E30 mix. It's pretty quick for what it is. Honestly, believe it or not, these cars are actually fast when they're tuned. This one, again, I'm just a pussy right now and don't want to lose my warranty.
I don't blame you.
I don't know how long I'm going to keep the car. But yeah.
It's lowered.
You got Pilot Sport 4S tires. It's X-Drive. I'm really not spinning, especially off a roll.
Yeah. Now, when you put it in two-wheel drive, because you can, does it spin?
Two-wheel drive, I would not recommend to anyone that has these cars. For some reason, it throws like 150% of the power to the rear. Like, it's like insane. Like, it almost loses control. I haven't had any luck with it in two-wheel drive, but you have the option, so you could do donuts, you could spin it and all that cool stuff.
I mean, it's
these
cool.
Are brand new tires too,
it's cool if you want to hoon around, but what size tires are these? Because they look pretty thin.
285, I think 30, 285, 30, 20. I mean, so they're thin as hell.
I mean, they're tucked nice in there and it looks great, but man, is that a skinny tire on there.
This car is for like looks. It looks really good, It performs really well, but I wanted it to look really good. Again, my Trackhawk is my race car. I don't really care for this to be that fast, so I just wanted it to look good, which is eventually now it looks really good.
All right, well, let's see what's underneath this hood, because before you pop the hood, I noticed something special when you pulled in here. A lot of people are iffy about the front end of these BMWs. I've always liked them because they're different, but you also have a few other upgrades that make this grill a little different. So go ahead, Pop.
Full carbon fiber grill. This is like $1,200 grill.
Whoa.
This is a $1,200 lip. Real genuine carbon fiber. You got carbon fiber right here. You have the front mount intakes from Burger Motorsports.
Is that a Baker intercooler back there?
Nope, no, everything's stock. Trust me, I tuned the carbon.
I know how you are. You're sneaky, boy.
No. I wouldn't do that to you.
Let's see what's underneath.
Under the hood, it was so pretty before I put the front mount intakes, because my intakes, I had obviously 2 intakes, and the pipes were all blue, and now, well, they're not there. I had 2 pipes here that were blue, and then the intakes right here, same color as this, but now, because it's front mount, it looks a little empty. Like, this looks empty right here. Kind of looks stupid, but...
Send me a picture so I can put it in, and we'll see the difference.
It looks so good and pretty. You have an inline 6, just a 6-cylinder.
Typical engine cover.
Yeah, I should probably take it off, but again...
It might help with cooling.
Yeah, but these are the intakes. You get straight up cool air all the time, so it's a lot better.
Huh. Pretty neat little feature here. Yeah. Pretty tough hose, too. Nice.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, it's nothing crazy. It has an 8-speed transmission.
Just like...
Pretty similar to
it's a ZF transmission, just like the Mopars.
Exactly. So, it's a nice car. I mean, the shifts feel like a Hellcat shift.
Really?
It also has like a trans tune as well. So the shift's like aggressive and downshift. You know how Hellcats, like even your Trackhawk, that downshift is so aggressive. Yeah. Similar with this. Yeah, I love it. It's different than what I've owned. I've owned like 9 different variations of the Hellcats. This is just, it's an all-around car. Like, this will beat the out of any Hellcat out there. Stock Hellcats. Red Eyes, I could beat the out of. Normal Demon, I'll probably beat them. Not the Demon 170, I don't think I have.
A 2018 Demon, you think you could hand them?
I think I could beat it, yeah.
Wow.
Because this thing weighs 3,900 pounds.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's pretty light because it has the carbon roof. But yeah, I don't know. Like, again, this is a crazy comparison because of the horsepower difference. But if you were to compare this to a Hellcat, like there's not a stock Hellcat that could possibly compare to this. You have luxury. I mean, the car looks beautiful and it performs. Yeah. So.
Well, a lot of people, it's power to weight, right? Like a lot of people think because a Hellcat makes 11, 1,200, 1,000 wheel that you're automatically going to win. But if you can have something that's lighter, more aerodynamic, you could have the advantage, which this thing being an X-Drive, it might have the advantage on the 170.
But also, you make like 300 wheel horsepower more than me.
Yeah, but you're like 500 pounds lighter.
Yeah, true. The only chance I think I have... Well, hold up. Wait, how much pounds you said?
Probably 500.
Hell no. This is like 4,200 pounds. I'm like 3,900 pounds.
I'll have to put it on the scale.
And also, I want to also say, if you don't spin and you hook with me... this is gonna be tough. I'm betting on you spinning for it to be a decent race. Yeah. I don't know. Like I don't know. I've been in them before. They're pretty fast, but I don't know. You always say you're stock, but you might not be. I don't know. I show it all. Look at me. There's nothing.
I'm sure there's some secret. I bet you can turn this thing up. You probably got a CO2 bottle in the back. Do we pop the trunk? What you got in the trunk?
But you know what's funny? I can change maps from my phone. So you can really, with these cars, you really never know.
You didn't divulge that type of information. That's stuff you got to say.
There's nothing here. It's just that.
What are you hiding? I don't trust it. There's something underneath there.
You have a first aid kit here. Will you have that in this car? No?
It looks like a nitrous, something to do with nitrous.
Nope. And then also, they give you this in case you break down on the side of the road. I know Mustangs need this.
Yeah.
You know what this is? It's a vest. And then here's another cool thing.
What is this, torque wrench? No. Flare? Oh, nice.
It's like the triangle.
Nice.
You know the triangle for...
Oh, yeah.
Like when you... Why would they give that?
They have to give you that. They have to give you that because they know this engine is going to blow up. Yeah, okay, exactly.
You know? Your tracker probably needs this.
Hey, low. All right. Pause the video. That's low. I'm kicking them out now. But this should be a good race. I've never been able to hook.
Not for me.
I've never been able to hook in the Demon 170. I've taken it out multiple times, taken it to the track. This thing does not hook.
Don't hook today.
But might have done a few things since then to give us a little bit better of a shot against this German engineered vehicle over here.
M3.
Yeah.
Stock M3.
Stock. This thing is modded to death. The only thing he needs is to send the ECU out and have it really tuned. All right, Ron just told you about this German piece of junk. Let me talk to you guys about a real car right here. Mopar, baby. So what Dodge claims is 1,025 horsepower from the factory. I think they're telling a little fib because back in the day, what they used to do, like in the first muscle car era, 1967, 68, 69, is they would lie about the numbers of the horsepower they made so that insurance wouldn't be as expensive. I think this thing makes I think this thing might make 1,000 to the wheel. I've been in fast cars.
Okay, so we're not racing then.
No,
I'm gonna go home.
Hey.
You 1,000 to the wheel?
We're not doing it for us. We're doing it for the viewers.
I know, but you making 1,000 to the wheel.
No,
I
hey.
told you my actual numbers,
Well,
so I don't make like you're over here making 1,000 to the wheels. We'll just do it honestly. I got something came up, man.
That's B58. That's one of the best motors you could have.
Yeah,
So,
but it's not tuned.
You know, this is just push rod. You know, nothing special about this motor.
Okay. Yeah.
But
sure.
yeah, so I don't know what it makes, but the problem with this car is you hear about a Mopar all the time. Boat. So, and they never hook. Like I said, I've never been able to have this car to hook, but might have done a little something, like I said, to give
You
us
always
a
got something up your sleeves.
little bit better of a shot here. I've been, to be honest with you, I've been really unhappy with the car. Not that it's not a great vehicle, but coming from the Trackhawk world, me and Ron both own high horsepower Trackhawks, is you pretty much hook from any low roll, 20, 30, 40. I hit it the other day with my grandpa in the car from a 35, and he was like, you can't do that ever again. I think I just broke my neck. Because the thing just like felt like it came off the ground, especially with the drag pack. So the problem with this car and why I wasn't really in love with it is because it just wouldn't hook. But I think I've done that out. I've talked to some real racers, and I think I've sorted this stuff out, and I can tell you I've taken it for a little small test drive. Nothing too crazy, but I am a lot more happier with the performance of this vehicle now. I can't wait until I see what it's gonna do. For those of you that are clicking on this channel and haven't been on the Cold Dash YouTube channel before, let me just show you the under the hood and some things that make the Demon 170 more special than a regular Hellcat or a Hellcat Red Eye or the 2018 Demon. So let's start off right at the tip of the top of the food chain. A 2018 Demon had a 2.7 blower. This is a 3.0 blower. So if you guys don't know, the 2.7 supercharger originally came out on the Demons, and then they made the Red Eyes, and then they put that supercharger on the Red Eyes. This is the only one, I think, besides the Elephant motor that has the 3.0 blower. This also has a chiller, but as you guys can probably tell, it's a skinny body up front, which I've learned this from Ron. Ron's got a boatload of knowledge. He said this in one of his older videos. Is we always think that the normal skinny body Hellcats are faster, and we can't figure out why. We don't know if it's because the suspension weighs more or the aerodynamics, but from a roll, the skinny body Hellcats are always faster. I think it's because of aerodynamics. But what Dodge did, so you could fit a wider tire back here and not have it stick out, as they put the flares, a really nice touch. But that's pretty much it. Oh, I do have no seats in the back, but I do have the upgraded leather. You can see the no seat delete. Pretty cool that they did that from the factory and you don't have to gut it yourself. But I don't have the cloth seats. That's one thing that I was back and forth on the fence about, because these leather seats weigh like 70 pounds plus.
70 pounds heavier?
Yep, 70 pounds. Well, I'm not 70 pounds heavier, but 70 pounds plus. I don't know what the cloth seats weigh, but when Dodge ran the record with these, or I should back up a little bit. Dodge at the drag strip ran an official number of 8.9 in the quarter, and I forget what the mile an hour was. But yeah, they ran that with cloth
I think it might
seats.
have been 150, no? Or more.
I'm not sure. It's somewhere in the 150s, but they did that with the cloth seat, the one cloth seats. That's one thing about this too, is you could order it with one seat. But yeah, this car is very special, a little bit lighter than the normal Hellcat. You know, they did a few special things besides putting like carbon fiber doors and fenders on it, but I can't wait to see what it's going to do. I'm a little nervous. I do this for y'all.
You are not nervous at all.
Well, I've never been able to get the hook.
Oh, okay. About that. I thought about the race because, like,
Because
you make more power than me.
Yeah, it's not all about power though. It's about putting it down. Like people won't race the Trackhawk from a 40 because they know it's gonna dead hook. Not a lot of people can hook from a 40.
True.
You can dead hook from a 40 because it's the X-Drive all-wheel drive. This thing from a 40, it could get sketchy. And I'll be honest, this is a car that you need to have a driver mod on, and I can drive a Trackhawk really well, but a Trackhawk is great because it's kind of like a cheat code.
Yeah,
it's
all-wheel
all-wheel
drive.
drive.
Yeah.
With the rear-wheel drive car, you really got to be careful. And like I said, I'm really nervous because I don't want to put this into the wall. I want it to be a good video for y'all and do the best that I can, but from the few times that I've taken it out before I did these few changes, these few little secrets up my sleeve, it spun every time. The last time I took to the drag strip, the butt end of this car, like it was close to the wall. And for you, those of you that don't know, this is a very expensive car, and if you wreck your vehicle at the track, you don't get any warranty and your insurance don't cover it because you're at the track. But I think that's enough talking. Let's head out to Mexico. Take your pick right now in the comments. What's gonna win here. German engineering or old school American muscle car, Mopar, baby. I know a lot of American muscle people aren't Mopar fans, but we gotta try to get one for America here. I love the BMWs, but I always have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder because of World War II. So, like I said, enough talking. Let's get it on, baby.
So, what the, you have a dead body in the back or something?
Oh, we'll see, we'll see.
I was hoping you would spin. That was my only chance of even attempting to win that race. You didn't spin. I lost, and we're not friends anymore.
Come on, man. Come on.
We're supposed to.
Well, I'll let we'll refilm the whole thing. I'll let you win every time.
No.
Because I just.
How come you got traction?
Well, little.
Wheel drive.
No, I wish this thing was all-wheel drive like the Trackhawk. But if you come over here, you'll notice, and people that have been on the channel will know that these were my other set of stock keywords, stock rear tires. So these are, come on, focus. 315/50 R17 Mickey Thompson ET Street R's. Okay, great tire, but not the best for hooking.
So this came off that.
Right.
What the hell do you have here? A full slick there.
So,
oh my God.
As you can see, right back there, you know, there ain't really no tread right there. And if you look over here, there's a lot of room that could be improved and rubber added. So these are, and I got this from another guy, these are pro brackets, pretty much a slick, same size, 315/50 R17.
Well, why don't you show them what the hell I got?
Oh man, look at that.
I got 285, 30,
man,
20, and you over here got slicks and race wheels and race tires.
You know what you were coming to. You should have threw a 17 on this bad lad. So, another thing, right? And this is a big thing too. When I talk about spinning, I hit up some real racers. I'm not a real racer. I'm a YouTube guy that just likes to have fun. And I asked them, what can I do? And they did say throw a dead body back here, but
you probably have one.
I couldn't find one right away. So
no, that looks like a dead body.
What I have here is my grass is a little patchy. So I bought some turf builder, seed, and fertilizer. These are 40-pound bags, and I have 3 of them back here. So 40, 80, and 120, right? It adds up for a lot. And I also have my Trackhawk rear spare tire. I'm glad I didn't get rid of that. I'm glad I kept that. So that weight bias really did a lot. Another thing that I kind of did, which probably not that big of a deal, is with taking weight out of the front. There's a lot of things you can do to take the weight out of the front. Some really simple things, even stuff like remove the windshield wiper fluid as much as you can, take the front sway bar out, stuff like that. So I made it as light as I possibly could in the front end, and that's probably why I didn't dead hook, right? I had to be a little bit light on the throttle, but I could get back in it pretty good. I think I dead hooked it maybe once on one of the 60 rolls, but I'm impressed with the BMW. You still did get me that one time. You know, you and I couldn't catch up. So, you know, I'm impressed with the Beamer. And to be honest, if everybody doesn't know, the Beamer does have more potential than the Demon 170, because I don't know if we said it in the video already, but what was the one that just ran with a single turbo?
7.8 at 180.
7.8 at 180 is crazy. And you told me
drove it 3 hours to the track.
That's what makes it crazy, right? So that thing, I don't know how much horsepower that car probably makes, but the fact that 1,500 shit and you can drive it to the track, all Ron would have to do is break out that checkbook, and he could do that to this.
I don't want to lose my warranty.
Oh man,
because I love this spec, and I don't want to ruin this car. I've ruined every car.
Yeah.
You know what it's like. You buy it, it's stock. You start adding more and more and more and more, and it's like it's no longer.
Yeah.
This is no longer a Trackhawk.
Yeah,
basically.
the Trackhawk's ruined.
I don't know if I want to go down that road, especially because I like my Trackhawk, and that's what I'm going to keep forever. So, I don't know. This is one of those cars where I might sell it within a year or so. So, I don't know. But look how beautiful it is, man.
It is. When you pulled up in my driveway, I was like, man, I'd really like to have one of those. But I think what it's going to be now is we're going to have to line this 170 up with your Trackhawk and see how that does.
Maybe. I've raced one already, but not one that has a dead body in the back.
Yeah, I mean, I might figure out a few more things with this, a few more tricks up my sleeve, take a little bit more weight out, maybe put a pulley on with the tune, and she can really get rolling.
If this makes 1,000 wheel, I would lose because of the weight difference. Because I weigh about, 1,000 more than you? So if we make the same power...
Do you have any weight savings done to your Trackhawk? Nothing. So it probably weighs about 5,400 pounds.
Yeah, it weighs what it came with the factory. I haven't taken a single seat out. Nothing. I'm sure if I start messing around with it.
Yeah, you could take the seats out and you would lose 123 pounds.
See, to me, it's not that serious.
No.
I love it that it's an SUV. I can take it everywhere.
And well, also with the back seats, you take people for a ride.
People for a ride.
Yeah.
Well, just one person.
Yeah. But that's going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I got to thank my boy Ron, MOTORTUBE. If you guys aren't already subscribed to him, subscribe to him. He's going to be putting out another racing video so you can see it from his perspective. But everybody hit that like button, leave a comment, and until next time, everybody stay blessed.